Welcome to my review of LEGO 76239 Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. This set did release back in 2021 along with the larger scale of the Tumbler based off the Dark Knight trilogy, the Christopher Nolan with the Christian Bale Batman. My opinion, the best Batman. Find it out in the comments below which your favorite Batman is. But getting into this set, has 422 pieces and did retail for $39.99. Now, in 2025, we are getting a updated version of this set. We do have two more figures that we didn't have in this set, but we have a downgraded Batman and also a downgraded Tumbler. So let's go ahead and get on into the review, showing you this Tumbler and letting you know, is it actually worth spending more for more of a build compared to the new one that's going to be available on shelves in just a few weeks. On the box, you do have the Dark Knight trilogy logo right there. You do have the DC logo with Scarecrow and Batman. You do have a life-size Batman on the top. Some really cool artwork on the side. And on the back, man, this artwork on the back right here is very, very cool. You basically have the Tumbler in Gotham. I think this is more not really based off the movie it is, because it is more kind of amber looking because of it being in the kind of project area of Gotham. This more looks like the Dark Knight or the Dark Knight Rises and kind of more in the kind of underground area of Gotham. But again, I think it's really, really cool. Art, you can have the two faces on Batman right there. You do have the stud shooter on the top, and you can put two minifigures inside. Let's go ahead and get into the build. Starting off our figures, we have the quintessential Batman set. We have Batman. This is an absolutely amazing figure because it is based off of Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy, but this is the Christian Bale Batman. In my opinion, the best Batman. You do have a face here, and then another face on the back side. Back printing, very, very nice. No arm or leg printing, very, very basic. But again, for the torso, I think it is a very good figure. You do have the cloth cape, not the plastic cape like the new one has, so that is a plus right there. Next, we do have the Scarecrow. And this right here, not sure really why we have that, but it does come with that. This right here is Scarecrow. I think Scarecrow is a very, very nice minifigure, very, very true to the movie, which is based off of Batman Begins, which is the first film in the Dark Knight trilogy. But again, this figure is really, really cool. There is only torso printing on the front and back, no arm and leg printing like Batman. I would have liked to have seen that, but again, for the price of $40, I think this is a very good figure. I wish there was kind of a double face, basically where there's a helmet and then a face for his kind of like sack on his head. But again, they decided to print that on him. So overall, I think that is very, very cool. Overall, I'd rate the minifigures a solid 8 out of 10. I think it not having arm and leg printing, it definitely brings it down. But with these figures being very, very cool, especially Scarecrow, this is really the only set I know that you can get this version of Scarecrow in from the Dark Knight trilogy, which is my favorite trilogy. And then you have the Christian Bale Batman. The new one is a downgrade. Now that new set has two great figures that I want to get, and that's the only reason why I'm going to be getting that new set. But this figure selection for this set, with it being $40, not at secondary price of $60 to $70, with it being priced around $40 back in the day when it came out in 2021, I think this figure selection was fine. The Tumbler is a very nice build. There's a lot of black, some gray, and some gold accent with a bit of stickers, but overall I think the set is a very nice cohesive build. Starting off with the front, we do have one sticker right there, one sticker right there, and that is mirrored on the other side, along with a sticker right here for some detail. There are two stud shooters on the front and two medium-sized wheels. Turning it more to the front, you can see that main sticker right there. Kind of gives it that detail of the Batmobile Tumbler that you cannot get with Lego bricks. It is a little bit bigger in universe. The UCS style one does it a lot better. And then you do have the two windshields right there. This set does get very dusty because it is a black Lego set. That is a typical thing with a lot of Batman sets, so just be aware of that. That's no fault to Lego. That's just how basically black Legos are. They tend to get dusty, and they also tend to show more scratches, just like the clear and white Legos as well for the transparent. So you do have a lot of detail right there along the side or the side of the tumbler. I find the detail very, very nice. And then you do have another window right here. So you have one big window and another big one that is basically accented by basically bricks that kind of break it up to make it look like there's actually separate windows. This is how you get into the interior, and I'll show you guys that in just 1 second. Here you go, have these nice big tires. Now, if you are thinking, hey, there's a new one coming out, maybe it might be a better set. It is not, trust me. Those tires in the back, on the new one, it's basically these size. So think about replacing this with that. That is how much of a scale difference it will be. You do have basically kind of some air brakes up here. You do have the exhaust back here. On the new one, you do get a flame coming out, but you can fix that with this one by just modifying it and getting that flame piece. But again, I personally don't like that on my set, so I would not modify that. So in the back, you do have 4 large tires. I think these are really, really cool. And these, I think, are what makes the set look really, really good and gives it just that menacing kind of stance that the Batmobile Tumbler has. It's a very, very good set. You do have some shocks back here. And pulling up to the other side, you can see that side profile again. You have that front sticker, that side sticker, and all of this nice detailing here. Again, the quality of the pieces are good. I just don't like how these gloss black pieces kind of wear out over time. I've only had this set built for less than a month, and I can already see some kind of degrading of the pieces, especially on that dark clear piece right there. Getting on into the interior of the set, we do have enough room for Batman and another figure right there. And then you can see, let me see if I can get it zoomed in enough right here. You can see 2 control panels like such. Those are stickers. And then you do have the rest where Batman basically just kind of sits in, and you can see where he sits with this little control panel, and you can put Batman right there. You do have room behind him for his Batarang, so I do think that is really cool. And you just close it up like so. And you also can put a few extra accessories from the Scarecrow and Batman as well inside of the set. You do have some more detailing right back here, which I'll show you. See? Kind of some lights right there. I think you can find that really, really cool. But look how just menacing this side profile looks. Just, man, this set looks just absolutely amazing, especially for $40 back in the day. Well, do I think that this tumbler is worth it? Yes. If you can find this set for around $60, which is going to be the new price of the new version, I would highly recommend getting that. But I'd also recommend buying that new one. Now you're wondering why buy 2 tumblers. That new one is getting the Joker from The Dark Knight, and also you are getting Two-Face. Those are 2 very good and crucial characters from the Christopher Nolan trilogy. So if you're a Christopher Nolan Batman fan like I am, get this set for the Batmobile Tumbler build and also the Batman. Then buy the new one. Don't keep the build and the little side build, and don't keep that Batman, but keep the 2 figures. Those figures you're probably looking on the aftermarket about $15, $20. So if you think of it like that, $30 to $40 for those 2 figures, and then sell the build, you're basically paying $30 to $40 for the figures, and then you get the build with it, and then you can just sell that. So you might actually only get those figures for about $30 when you normally would get them $40 in the aftermarket if you do sell that Batman and also the set. So I would highly recommend doing that if you are a Dark Knight trilogy fan like I am. But I think this set right here is worth it. If you can find it around that $60 to $70 price point, which it is on the aftermarket, I think it is really good. It has gone up a little bit from its original MSRP, but I have a feeling with the new one not being as cool as this one, I have a feeling this model is going to go up in value quite a bit. So if you are a fan of this Dark Knight trilogy and you do like this Batmobile, leave a comment down below what your favorite part of this Batmobile is. Do you think LEGO should make more sets based off the Dark Knight trilogy? And I will see you guys in the next video.